Hello, everybody out there who is joining us, hopefully live. We have over 100 and well, close to 150 ladies from around the nation that will be joining us for the VY's Kansas City program. I am the program manager, Megan Florkowski, and sitting right next to me is Kim Krul, the program coordinator. The two of us will join together to run through what we hope are some FAQs to help you on site throughout your stay with us. Coming up to start this Friday, so Friday the 6th through the 8th. As I mentioned, we have close to 150 ladies, both women veterans and military spouses, who are joining us from around the nation. 17 are from the KC area, so that's actually a pretty good number represented from the region. And additionally, we have a pretty large support team that will be out there for you as well. A number of my colleagues here at the Institute for Veterans and Military Families will be joining Kim and I to make sure that you are well supported on site. The VY's program is a program that is executed by the Institute for Veterans and Military Families, and it's through a cooperative agreement with the Small Business Administration that we are able to bring the program around the country. This will be our 14th VY's program. And what is kind of unique to this event that we are running out in Kansas City is that we're also going to be welcoming back a few of our program graduates. So you'll have the opportunity, I hope, to meet each other out there. You are part of a much larger network. We have close to 2,000 graduates now and really represent the entire country. And we also have even ladies that are joining us from overseas at times as they are able to. So you're going to find a lot of passion, energy, and some really neat entrepreneurial ideas and ventures that are spread throughout those that you are going to meet on site. Part of what makes us special is the fact that we do have this large network, so I hope that you're able to take advantage of it. And just to throw a few statistics out there for you, many of your fellow graduates, well, soon-to-be fellow graduates, are out there and making it happen. We have about 65% of those that are graduating from the program that are starting businesses. 93% are still in operation today, and we have a combined generated revenue of over $40 million at this point. So some pretty impressive grad stories out there, and we hope that you'll continue to share your stories with us, and as we get to know you here over the next few days. Part of that team that's in support for you, importantly, is your speaker instructor team. There are going to be close to 20 speakers and instructors that are joining you throughout the weekend, and many of them are on site for the entire weekend, and that is because they realize how important it is to support you not only in the classroom but outside of the classroom as well. Those speakers and instructors that are joining you are both successful entrepreneurs and professors, for entrepreneurship professors specifically from around the country. So I encourage you to get to know them by taking a look at their bios. If you do want to take a look at their bios, you can go into your Moodle class course files, and you'll see a PDF that includes all of their bios and pictures in there for you. Additionally, I want to make a note that the PowerPoint presentations that are going to be utilized during the breakout sessions, they are also available on Moodle, and you can get to those by going to the Phase 2 Conference tab and going all the way to the bottom of the page, and you'll be able to click into each one of the presentations and download them. We are not making copies of the PowerPoints for you on site, so it is important that if you do want to have a read ahead, that you go ahead and print those at home and bring them with you. Those will be maintained on there for the next year for you. You will have access to Moodle for the next year if you want to hop on there and get any of the PowerPoint presentations. Some find that that's really helpful because, of course, you can't sign up for all the sessions that are available, but may want to reference some of those classes that you can't take part in. I do want to announce one change to what one of our speakers can't make it. Nell Merlino, unfortunately, is not able to make it due to an upcoming surgery. And so we are very fortunate to have Issa Sarah Bay joining us. She is a powerful entrepreneur. She also was part of the Count Me In team. So Nell and her worked hand in hand on a lot of the initiatives that they ran, to include the pitch parties. So she went around the nation giving pitch parties, so she is definitely an expert, and we're fortunate enough that she is going to come with us and share that expertise. I'll talk a little bit more about the pitch party after Kim cover some of the registration material with you in just a few minutes. And so I'm going to hand it over to Kim now.
All right, thank you, Megan. Hello, everybody who's watching. You guys will probably recognize me from numerous emails, from your application, through registration, through logging on to Moodle for the first time, as well as many hotel logistics since then. So I'm going to go through the first day, Friday, registration day, so November 6th. Our registration desk is going to be available from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the lobby. So we're going to ask that you come over to the VWise desk first and pick up your materials, and then you can proceed to the front desk to go ahead and check into your hotel room. We will be available between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. So if you're going to arrive after 4 p.m., just shoot me an email at vwise@syr.edu and let me know, and I'll send you some instructions for picking up your materials later so that we can make sure you're taken care of for that first night. So at that table, we're going to have your name badge, your program, and some goodies for you. If your room is not ready when you arrive, we do have a hospitality room. That's the Juniper room on the lower level of the hotel. So we will have some light refreshments for you. The hotel knows we have a big group coming in. They're turning over rooms as quick as they can that day. So if you do have to wait, it should only be just a couple of minutes. So know that we have ladies coming in from all over the country. So Friday is kind of a light day as far as activity goes. It is primarily registration for that afternoon, and things really kick off that evening with the opening ceremonies starting at 5. So I want to make sure, like I said, if you're going to arrive late, let me know, and then come join us at 5 and make sure you get some dinner. You're going to have some good food that night. Meals will be self-serve, so at registration, I know many of you indicated you have a special dietary need like an allergy, or that you're gluten-free, or that you're vegetarian. So just know the way this works is all meals served by the conference are self-serve, except for lunch on Sunday. So most of the time you're going to have a buffet that will be labeled. The hotel has received our dietary needs ahead of time, so it will be labeled if there's something in there that that someone has let us know they can't eat. And the buffet staff are going to be very well versed in the contents and preparation of the food, so they'll be able to take care of you there. For that plated luncheon Sunday, we're going to give you just a little meal card to place in front of you when you sit down, and the server's going to know what to bring you. It's going to show what your meal preferences right there. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns if you do have an allergy, but know that that has been well taken care of, and we should be able to take care of everybody. As far as travel, please note if you're driving in, parking is free at the hotel, so that is good news. If you're coming in from the airport, it will be a taxi or super shuttle situation most likely for you to be able to get to the hotel from the airport. Check your email from Friday. You do have the hotel's transportation page that lists many of the options for getting to the hotel from the airport, and just in case you need that again, it's the Sheraton Overland Park website, which is www.sheratanoverlandpark.com/transportation. So that's going to give you all of your options for getting to the hotel from the airport. As you're packing, ladies, make sure that you are bringing some layers. We do our best to regulate the temperatures in the classrooms, but know that with large groups, things can get warm, things will try to cool them down, and then they'll be cool, so make sure you do bring a sweater to make sure you're as comfortable as you can be during your classes, and dress as business professional for Friday night and business casual for the rest of the weekend. You do not need to bring your books with you that you use during the Phase 1 online class, so we can save you a little bit of packing right there. The only reason you would bring your notes is if you had a particular question that you wanted to ask a speaker or instructor. You certainly can bring them with you, but you will not need to hand in any homework, and you will not need your books with you on site. As far as internet, please note that laptops are welcome in all the classrooms. Internet will not be available in the classrooms, however, so if you're used to taking notes on a laptop, please feel free to bring your machine. Please note, not all desks or not all classrooms will have desks in them or tabletops. Some of them are full enough that they will need to be theater style. But as far as internet goes, you will have free access in your guest room, as well as the VWise Connections Cafe, which is we provide laptops for you to use during those breaks in between classes so that you can check your email quickly without needing to return to your room. So you will be well taken care of in that respect. So with that being said, I am going to turn it back to Megan to talk about some of the special activities available during the weekend.
Sure. So I have the great pleasure of talking about the optional sessions, and I say that because it's a little bit of fun in the evening, but it also does cover some of the important meat and potatoes. So it's a great continuation of our classroom instruction that is going to happen. The majority of our optional sessions are taking place in the evening on Saturday evening. So you've probably read through most of these as you've been getting many constant contacts from us, but just to talk to you a little bit about those, and of course answer any questions that you may have. I'm going to start with professional headshots, and those are taking place both on Friday and Saturday evening. So if you'd like to take advantage of it on Friday, I should say late afternoon, it starts at 3 p.m. and will extend for 2 hours till 5 p.m. The reason that could be important for you is you never know when you're going to be asked to possibly speak, when you're going to have to send in that bio and that high-res headshot for an opportunity that may become available depending on your business type. The website that you may be developing, that can be something that is important for you to have, and we have a professional photographer that is on site, and it is offering it to you for a price point of $15, and you can pay for that by credit card on site, and it will be delivered to you within 2 weeks post program. So that is happening from 3 to 5 p.m. on Friday, and once again from 6 to 8 p.m. and it's going to be on the lower floor of the hotel, just below where our registration is taking place. Exhibitor hours, the next few activities I'm going to run through are actually happening on Saturday evening. And the first I'm going to touch on is exhibitor hours. We have a number of opportunities available to resource partners that are available to talk with you on Friday evening. Again, same time frame actually as the professional headshots I should say Saturday evening from 6 to 8 p.m. These are resource partners to include the WBDC, Women's Business Development Center out of Chicago, which actually has cover over some of the Midwest territory, Great Plains territory. Additionally, we'll have the Women's Business Center from the Kansas City area. We'll have the Rosie Network, a great number of partners that will be with us that are definitely have your intentions in sight, and they understand the program and they understand where you're coming from and where you want to go. Great opportunities to network. Additionally, we'll have the VWise office hours taking place. So all the speakers and instructors that are on site throughout the weekend, they will be available for you during office hours. So say perhaps you had a class that you wanted to take, but another class took priority, but you still have a few questions that you would like answered from somebody with a particular area of expertise. This is an opportunity to sit with a professor, with an entrepreneur, in more of an intimate setting. There's six chairs per table. So that or perhaps you just listen in. For some it's important for them just to listen in on the types of questions that are being asked, but this is a good opportunity for you to be able to do so, and that's from 6:15 to 7:15 on Saturday evening. Couple additional opportunities are the pitch party and the jam session. I already mentioned the pitch party once when talking about Sarah Bay, who is a new speaker for us. She will be running 2 different sessions of the pitch party, and we have 2 sessions because it is so popular, and there are still a couple opportunities to pitch that are left. The pitch party with Sarah is an opportunity to really do just that, is to pitch your business and get some really good solid feedback on how you might want to improve or take that pitch to the next level. There will be a number of your fellow participants that will be sitting in and either observing or pitching as well. So I'm sure they'll give you some good feedback as well. It's important to put yourself out there in an environment that is supportive. If you want to take advantage of that, you haven't yet signed up, Your Eventbrite link in order to register was provided to you in the constant contact message, in the constant contact messages that have gone out to you. I think the last one that you received would have been Friday, but of course, if you need it, we can send it to you directly as well. Just email vwise@syr.edu and we'll get that off to you. The jam session does not require sign up, but it is first come, first serve, and it's available for up to 50 folks. So we think there's probably going to be room for you to get involved there if you would like to. That's going to be happening right in the ballroom. So just after our last keynote wraps up, I shouldn't say just after, a couple hours after our last keynote wraps up, from 7:15 to 8:15 p.m. The Cottonwood 1 and 2, that's the ballroom area. That's where it's going to be held. That's probably it for optional sessions, but of course we're available to answer any questions that you may have on those. I'm going to turn it back over to Kim.
All right, everyone, before we wrap things up here, I just want to make sure that everybody knows that we have a social media competition going on for VWise Kansas City. So you will likely have received a notification in your email about this, or you may have seen it on Facebook as well. But we have the chance going now through the weekend of the conference for you to enter to win a Fitbit Flex, which is a really cool little sort of pedometer gadget that you can wear on your wrist. It'll track your steps, it'll track your sleep, and it's a really good way to make sure that you're achieving some of that work-life balance that we are all pursuing very, very vigorously. But if you would like to participate to win either the Fitbit or just for fun and for social media glory, please make sure that you go to our Facebook page. So on Facebook we are listed as VWise Conference. And what you're going to do, it's the first post that is on our page, and it will remain the first post from now through the end of the conference. So to enter to win, you're going to submit a photo in the comments section of our social media competition post about what inspires you to be an entrepreneur. And once you submit that comment, we would like you to invite all of your friends and family and your networks to visit the VWise Facebook page and like your particular comment. To vote for your favorite, all you got to do is like the comment that is your favorite. And at the end of the conference, the person with the most likes by 10 a.m. On Sunday is going to be the winner of our Fitbit Flex, and they'll receive that during the Sunday luncheon. So it's a really nice way to just get into the spirit of things, and it's especially something you can do this week as you're getting your energy up for the days ahead. So we hope to see many entries. I think we have 7 so far already. So if you want to get in on the action, you definitely want to get in soon, because those ladies are definitely off to a running head start. So with that, I will turn it back over to Megan to wrap things up.
Sure. So easy to wrap it up. I just want to put a time in your head. You're probably already tracking, but we expect that everything will come to a close at about 3 p.m. on Sunday, and hopefully that will give you enough time to get back home and get a good night's sleep after a very, very busy weekend. The bottom line is we are here to support you. We want to answer any questions that you have along the way, and make sure that it's a great experience for you in Kansas City. And I think that's all we've got for now. Stay in touch. Bye.